The sun is a memory on the other side of the globe, while I'm wrapped in the weight of a silk-lined road, watching the silver light fade from the tall glass as the shadows of empire silently pass. The subwoofer pulses a black sun in the room, bringing a beautiful and a rhythmic doom. I feel the vibration pulling the tide, with nowhere for the daylight to linger or hide. I'm standing in the center of a darkened sun, knowing the battle for the night has been won. A slow motion transit, a velvet eclipse with the taste of the midnight on both of our lips. There's a provocation in the way the moon hides behind the desire where the spirit resides. A frequency ripples like a cloak on the floor as I lock every window and bolt every door. It's a deep obsession, a total blackout, where we lose every fear and we lose every doubt. I'm chasing the darkness on the palms of your hands in a language that only the bass understands. The bass is in orbit, heavy and wide, taking us out on a celestial ride. I'm the keeper of shadows, the queen of the dark, waiting for the eclipse to leave its mark. It's the velvety eclipse, the world gone black, with no way of finding the silver path back. Let the vibration be our only sun, now that the cycle of light is all done. Drowning in the subglow, heavy and cold, a story of darkness that's never been told. Slow and heavy, thick and refined, leaving the glare of the morning behind. The panthers are blending into the deep wall, watching the pillars of the universe fall, surrendering slowly to the gravity's grace in this high altitude, shadowless space. It's the architecture of a primal attraction, the cosmic result of a soul's reaction. Every whisper is a star being born before it is captured and silently torn, wrapped in a subglow lunar embrace, where time is a phantom we no longer chase. The pressure is perfect, the skyline is gone as a velvet obsession carries us on. Dark sun, all done, deep soul, we won, heavy air, deep sleep. The eclipse remains in the velvet veins, final vibration, pure attraction. The velvet eclipse. The chandelier swaying on a silver thread, while the city below is already in bed. A heavy attraction in the center of the room, as the dark lilies start to exhale and bloom. The subwoofer pulses like a planet in space, holding us both in a steady embrace. I feel the vibration pulling down on my skin, letting the of the evening begin. I'm sinking deeper into the velvet of the floor, ignoring the world that is outside the door. A slow motion falling, a velvet design, where your gravity starts to interfere with mine. There's a provocation in the way you resist, in a heavy reality that shouldn't exist. The frequency ripples like a magnetic field, to which every atom is destined to yield. It's a deep obsession, a physical pull, until the empty spaces are suddenly full. I'm tracing the curve of the earth on your waist, in the moment that's far too expensive to waste. The base is a gravity, heavy and black, with no way of moving or turning it back. I'm the center of mass in this low-end dream, where the silence is always more than it seems. Is the velvet gravity a dark fascination, the final result of a soul's gravitation? Let the vibration be the anchor we need, sowing a dark in a beautiful sea, drowning in the sublow, heavy and deep. A promise that only the shadows can keep, slow and heavy, thick and refined, leaving the rest of the world behind. The panthers are heavy with the sun of the night, under the glow of a dim amber light, surrendering slowly to the ether-stole draw. Beyond the reach of any physical law is the architecture of a primal attraction, the silent result of a chain reaction. Every whisper is a weight in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent mark. Wrapped in a sublow magnetic embrace, in this high altitude, sacred place. The pressure is perfect, the surface is gone, as the velvet obsession carries a song. Pull me, hold me deep, soulful me, heavy, don't crown me. Hold me deep, soulful me, heavy, down, crown. The gravity remains enough. In the velvet veins, final vibration. The velvet gravity. The edge of the balcony is the edge of the world, while the flags of the night are slowly unfurled. The heavy mist hanging over the city lights, the silent witness to 1,000 nights. The subwoofer pulses like a distant storm, keeping our shivering spirits warm. I feel the vibration where the sky meets the floor, as if the horizon was an open door. I'm looking out at the infinite blue, finding the space between me and you. A slow motion vision, a velvet line, where the human heart meets the divine. Meets the divine. There's a provocation in the distance we see, in the cold beauty of the luxury. The frequency ripples like a wave on the shore, leaving us wanting a little bit more. It's a deep obsession, a long-range sight into the heart of the velvet night. I'm tracing the lights of the planes far above in a room that's too heavy for anything but love. The base is a horizon wide and deep, a promise that the highest towers will keep. I'm the navigator of this low-end sea, lost in the rhythm of eternity. It's the velvet horizon, the end of the day, where the shadows and light begin to play. Let the vibration be the bridge that we cross into the profit and away from the lost. Drowning in the sublow, heavy and far, wishing our lives on a falling star. Slow and heavy, thick and refined, leaving the limits of the world behind. Panthers are watching the clouds drift by under the weight of a heavy sky, surrendering slowly to the magnetic pull until the vessel of longing is full. It's the architecture of a primal attraction, the final result of a soul's reaction. Every whisper is a wind in the dark, leaving it deep in a permanent mark. Wrapped in a sublow, endlessly embrace in this high altitude sacred place. The pressure is perfect, the skyline is gone as the velvet obsession carries us on.
Echoes are trapped in the gold leaf walls, while the curtain of midnight silently falls. A heavy inheritance of shadows and light, winning the war for the soul of the night. The subwoofer pulses with a timeless beat, laying the world at our velvet feet. I feel the vibration, a long-lasting trace of every heartbeat that shared this space. I'm writing our names in the dust of the stars, far from the noise and the reach of the bars. A slow-motion history of velvet design, ensuring the future is yours and is mine.
In the way that we last, building the kingdom on the ghosts of the past. The frequency ripples like a signature line in a vintage of passion and expensive wine. It's a deep obsession, a permanent state, beyond the control of the hands of fate. I'm tracing the map of a legendary thrill, where the air in the penthouse is heavy and still. The bass is a legacy, heavy and deep, a secret that only the powerful keep. I'm the architect of what never will fade. In the beautiful fortress, the rhythm is made. It's the velvet legacy.
heavier. And begin. The legacy remains in the velvet veins. Final vibration, pure attraction. The velvet legacy. The water in the crystal seems to float in the air while I'm breathing the scent of a phantom prayer. A heavy distortion in the corners of the room as the garden of shadows begins to bloom. The sidewalk hums like a desert heat, moving in waves underneath our feet. I feel the vibration, a shimmering light in the golden reflection of your velvet eyes. There's a provocation in the way you appear, growing more beautiful the less you are near. The frequency ripples like a lake in the sand, in a kingdom that only the lost understand. It's a deep obsession, a magnetic thirst, waiting for the bubble of the vision to burst. I'm tracing the patterns of a heat wave glow, letting the rest of the reality go. The base is a mirage, heavy and cold, breaking the stories that the light has told. I'm the architect of this beautiful haze, lost in the depth of a permanent maze. It's a velvet mirage, a dark invitation, the final result of
walls are too proud to speak. A heavy presence in the corner of the eye, carved from the darkness of a penthouse sky. The subwoofer hums like an ancient stone, vibrating deep in the marrow of the bone. I feel the monolith steady and tall, watching the rest of the centuries fall. I'm leaning my weight on the obsidian wall, listening to the silence that covers it all. A slow motion monument of velvet design, where the edge of the world meets the edge of the divine. Sensations feel real. It's a deep obsession, a permanent mark, a pillar of fire in the middle of dark. I'm tracing the geometry of your desire, built on the ash of a subterranean fire. The base is a monolith, heavy and black, with no way of moving or turning it back. I'm the guardian of what is destined to stay long after the daylight is faded away. It's the velvet monolith, a dark tower of sound, rooted deep in the heart of the ground. Let the vibration be the only truth, the liquid remains of our restless youth, drowning in the sublow, heavy and still, obeying the law of a singular will. Slow and heavy, thick and refined, a monument built for the wandering mind. The panthers are resting at the base of the throne, while the secrets of power are silently sown, surrendering slowly to the magnetic weight beyond the reach of the hands of fate. It's the architecture of a primal attraction, the final result of a soul's reaction. Every whisper is an inscription in stone, in a kingdom that we have created alone. Wrapped in a sublow, eternal embrace, in this high altitude sacred place. The pressure is perfect, the surface is gone, as the velvet obsession carries us on. Stand tall, don't fall deep, so hear the call. Heavier stone through to the call. Don't fall deep, so the ground. The monolith remained in the velvet veins, final vibration, pure temptation. The velvet monolith. The air is freezing, but the skin is on fire. A heavy conflict of a silent desire. I'm dressed in black, but I'm seeing the light in the deepest part of this velvet night. What's up? Wolf groans like a beautiful lake, a solid promise that is destined to towards a future that is built on the past. A slow motion riddle, a velvet design where the bitterest water tastes just like wine. There's a provocation in the way you agree to be a prisoner and yet to be free. The frequency ripples like a soft, heavy blow, taking us high while it's keeping us low. It's a deep obsession, a magnetic lie, where we live 1,000 times before we die. I'm tracing the curve of a paradox line, knowing your spirit is never quite mine. The base is a shadow that's brighter than noon, a dark invitation in a silver lagoon. I'm the architect of this beautiful mess, finding the more in the middle of less. It's the velvet paradox, a dark harmony, the only truth in a world of irony. Let the vibration be the weight in the wings, the silent song that the universe sings. Drowning in a sublow, heavy and light, finding our vision in the middle of night. Slow and heavy, thick and refined, a beautiful trap for the wandering mind. The panthers are sleeping with their eyes wide open, watching the words that are never quite spoken, surrendering slowly to the magnetic pull, finding the void when the vessel is full. It's the resonance of a secret attraction, a silent explosion, a chain reaction. Every whisper is a scream in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent mark. Wrapped in a sublow, complex embrace, in this high altitude sacred place. The pressure is perfect, the logic is gone, as the velvet obsession carries us on. Daylight, black is white, deep soul. Hold tight, heavier, near clear. The paradox remains in the velvet base. Final vibration, pure tensei, the velvet paradox. The velvet paradox. Incense is curling round the silver frame, while the shadows whisper your secret name. A heavy devotion in the way that we stand, with a glass of obsidian held in my hand. The subwoofer hums like a chant in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent mark. I feel the vibration, a sacred decree that binds your spirit and body to me. I'm lighting the candles with a steady flame, knowing the night will never be the same. A slow motion ceremony of velvet design, where the blood of the earth turns into wine. There's a provocation in the silence we keep, while the rest of the city is buried in sleep. The frequency ripples like a prayer on the skin. Let
letting the heavy obsession begin. It's a deep attraction, a mystical bond, moving to places that lie far beyond. I'm tracing the symbols of a secret desire, built on the heat of a subterranean fire. The base is a ritual, heavy and deep, a promise the initiates are destined to keep. I'm the high priestess of the sub-low sound, where the most ancient of pleasures are found. It's the velvet ritual, a dark celebration, the final result of a soul's dedication. Let the vibration be the only truth, the liquid gold of our eternal youth. Drowning in the sub-low, heavy and pure, finding the sickness and finding the cure. Slow and heavy, thick and refined, leaving the noise of the world far behind. The panthers are kneeling at the edge of the light, under the weight of a magnificent night, surrendering slowly to the atmosphere pool, until the vessel of the temple is full. It's the architecture of a primal attraction, the silent result of a chain reaction. Every whisper is a vow in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent spark. Wrapped in a sub-low sacred embrace, in this high altitude secret place. The pressure is perfect, the surface is gone, as the velvet obsession carries us on. Join me, bless me deep soul, possess me heavier one done. Join me, the ritual remains in the velvet veins. Final vibration, pure attraction. The velvet ritual. The heavy rain is blurring out the street while we are rapping. A feverish heat, 1,000 locks on a single mahogany door, keeping the chaos away from our floor. The subwoofer pulses like a protective hand, creating a border that we only command. I feel the vibration in the depth of my chest, a sanctuary where the weary can rest. I'm sinking into the silk of the chair, with the heavy silence that we both have to share. A slow motion safety, a velvet retreat, where the city and the sky finally meet. There's a provocation in the way that we hide, leaving our masks and our shadows outside. The frequency ripples like a deep dark lake, forgetting the hearts that we used to break. It's a deep obsession, a temple of sound, where the most sacred of sins can be found. I'm tracing the architecture of this private room, in the beautiful light of a midnight moon. The base is a fortress, heavy and strong, correcting everything that the daylight did wrong. I'm the keeper of peace in this slow end space, lost in there's a garden, the threshold of grace in this high altitude, secret place, surrendering slowly to the magnet weight, closing the gates on the hands of fate. It's the resonance of a primal attraction, the final result of a soul's reaction. Every whisper is a prayer in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent mark, wrapped in a sublow sacred embrace, where time and the ego leave not a trace. The pressure is perfect, the world is a blur, as the deepest parts of our spirit concur. We're safe here, no fear, deep soul, stay near, heavier peacefulness sanctuary remains in the velvet veins, final vibration, pure temptation, the velvet sanction, the velvet sanction, the velvet sanction. The sanctuary remains in the velvet veins, final vibration, pure temptation, the velvet sanctuary. There's a heat rising up from the marble floor, even though winter is knocking at the door. A heavy tension that you can almost taste. Not a single movement is going to waste. The subwoofer thumps like a heart in a fever, making a slave out of every believer. I feel the pulse in the roots of my hair, a thick electricity filling the air. I'm watching the Penthouse as they circle the light, knowing that we are the kings of the night. A slow motion burning, a velvet desire, fed by the sublow and subterranean fire. There's a provocation in the way that you stay, turning the midnight into a day. The frequency ripples like a feverish dream, where silence is louder than any scream. It's a deep obsession, a magnetic thirst, waiting for the bubble of sanity to burst. I'm tracing the shadows that dance on your skin, letting the heavy temptation begin. The bass is a fever, deep and cold, breaking the rules that the world has told. I'm the architect of this beautiful heat, where the high rise and the underworld meet. It's a velvet fever, a dark delirium, the only sound in our private emporium. Let the vibration be the medicine we need. So in a dark and a beautiful sea, drowning in the sublow, heavy and high, giving me everything that the others forgot. Slow and heavy, thick and refined, a fever that's taking over the mind.
touch embrace in this high altitude, sacred place. The pressure is rising, the vision is blurred as the deepest parts of our hunger hurt. Velvet veins, final vibration, pure attraction, velvet fever.
The light is a memory we left at the door, as your silk dress shadows the marble floor, away in the air that we can't define, like the heavy body of the oldest wine. The subwoofer groans like a shifting plate under the pressure of a beautiful fate. I feel the obsidian smooth and cold against the secrets that we never told. I'm standing still in the center of the dark, waiting for the bass to leave its mark. A slow motion fever, velvet haze, lost in the depth of a permanent gaze. There's a provocation in the way you move, fitting your soul into every groove. The frequency ripples like a blackest sea between the hunger and the luxury. It's a deep obsession, a silent demand that only the elite can understand. I'm chasing the edge of a dangerous dream where nothing is ever quite what it seems. The bass is a predator, heavy and low, moving in rhythms that are steady and slow. I'm the keeper of the obsidian flame, playing a dark and a delicate game. It's velvet obsidian, a polished desire, the smoke that rises from a hidden fire. Let the vibration be the only truth, the liquid gold of our wasted youth, drowning in the sublow, heavy and deep. A promise the shadows are meant to keep, slow and heavy, darker than night, beyond the reach of the morning light. The panthers are watching with eyes of gold while the stories of the night unfold, surrendering slowly to the gravity's pull until the void is completely full. It's the architecture of a deep attraction, the silent spark of a chain reaction. Every whisper is a blade in the dark, igniting a deep and a permanent spark, wrapped in a sublow stone cold embrace. In this high altitude sacred space, the pressure is rising, the world disappears, drowning the echoes of all of our fear. Obsidian deep skin, let the dark and heavier, steady, ready.
walls aligned with softest gray. I watch the daylight fade away. A heavy silence in the room, wrapped inside a velvet loom. The subwoofer is a silken web, watching all the shadows ebb. I feel the weave against my skin, letting the obsession in. Tracing shadows on the wall, waiting for the final fall. The frequency is a gentle news, a grip that I don't want to lose. A provocation in the soft, carrying my mind aloft. I'm moving to the sub-low snap, caught inside a velvet trap. It's a velvet trap, a sweet surrender, beautiful and dark and slender. Let the vibration be the cage, the only story on the page. Drowning in the sub-low fold, stories that are never told. Slow and heavy, thick and deep, the secret that we're meant to keep. Wrapped up, caught up, deep soul, brought up, locked in, beacon. The trap remains in the velvet vein, final vibration, pure attraction. Velvet trap. I feel the metal in my blood, rising like a heavy flood. A pull I cannot quite explain, running through every single vein. The subwoofer is a magnet's heart, pulling us when we're apart. I see the silver in your gaze, lost inside a heavy maze. Tracing north upon your chest, putting every doubt to rest. The frequency is a steady draw, stronger than any earthly law. A provocation in the force, changing our natural course. I'm moving to the sub-low beat, where the poles finally meet. It's a magnetic pulse, a dark attraction, the only source of my reaction. Let the vibration be the tether, holding us both here together. Drowning in the sub-low field, waiting for the soul to yield. Slow and heavy, thick and true, everything leads back to you. Calling deep, deeply falling south. I'm calling deep, deeply falling north, south. The pulse remains in the velvet veins, final vibration, pure temptation, magnetic bulbs. The skyline is a ghost through the tinted glass,
Watching the clouds and the satellites pass, but the real world starts where the light begins to fail. In the heavy rhythm of a darkened winter tale, the subwoofer pulses like a drum in the earth, giving a heavy and a new desire birth. I feel the floor shaking with the primitive force, keeping us steady on a dangerous course. I'm leaning my head back against the cold stone, feeling the vibration in every single bone. A slow motion hunger, a deep-seated need, planting the dark in a beautiful seed. There's a provocation in the depth of the sound, pulling our secrets from the dark underground. The frequency ripples like a river of oil, making the blood in our weary veins boil. It's a deep obsession, a subterranean pool, until the vessel of the spirit is full. I'm tracing the shadows on the skin of the night, far from the reach of the city and its light. The place is a predator, ancient and black, taking us forward with no way of going back. I'm the keeper of depths that you never have seen, lost in the space where the shadows convene. It's subterranean lust, a deep-seated flow, leading us down where the red embers glow. Let the vibration be the language we speak, finding the power in the parts that are weak, drowning in the subglow, heavy and wide, with nowhere left for your spirit to hide. Slow and heavy, ancient and true, the depth of the earth is calling for you. Ignoring the world and its every white spark, surrendering slowly to the weight of the beat. As the atmosphere turns all our breathing to heat, is the architecture of a primal attraction, the silent result of a chain reaction. Every whisper is a path to the core, making you beg for a little bit more. Wrapped in a sublow tectonic embrace, in this high altitude subterranean space, the pressure is perfect, the surface is gone as the velvet obsession carries a song. Deep down, no sound, earth, heart don't part, heavy, a thrill still. Deep down, no sound, earth, heart don't part, heavy, a thrill still. Depth remains in the velvet veins, final vibration, pure temptation, subterranean lust. The tide is rising in the hall, I watch the heavy curtains fall, the weight is sinking through the floor, deep beneath the ocean's roar. The subwoofer is a heavy chain, feet on ground.
Tracing rust upon the link before the heavy shadows sink. The frequency is a solid hold, stronger than the tales of old. A provocation in the way, deciding on our final fate. I'm moving to the sub-low track, watching all the spirits flag. It's the anchor, the deep connection. Find the known dark direction. Let the vibration keep us still against the power of our will. Drowning in the sub-low grip, watching all the surface slip. Slow and heavy, thick and black. There is no way of turning back. Hold tight, midnight, deep sea. Stay with me, sinking, linking. Hold tight, midnight, deep sea. Stay with me, sinking, linking. The way remains in the velvet veins. Final vibration, pure obsession. They anchor. The skyline is bleeding a violet hue while I'm lost in the space between me and you. A heavy silk curtain is drawn in my mind, leaving the noise of the city behind. The subwoofer pulses like blood in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent mark. I feel the vibration, a slow moving wave, giving me everything that I crave. I'm leaning back in the shadows of gold, feeling a story about to unfold. A provocation in every slow breath, a dance on the edge of a beautiful death. There's a gravity here that we can't deny, under the weight of a midnight sky. The frequency ripples a velvet command, a language that only our bodies withstand. It's a deep attraction, a silent call, watching the logic and boundaries fall. I'm chasing the rim of a crystal glass, watching the ghosts of the ordinary past. The bass is a predator, heavy and sleek, finding the words that we're too shy to speak. I'm the host of a hunger that never can fade, in the beautiful trap that the rhythm has made. It's the deepest invitation, a dark open door, leaving you wanting a little bit more. Let the vibration be the only map. Caught in the fold of a velvet trap, drowning in the sub-low, heavy and wide, with nowhere left for your secrets to hide. Slow and heavy, ancient and true. The invitanthers are breathing the scent of the night, under the glow of a dim amber light. Surrendering slowly to the endless slave pull, until the vessel of longing is full. It's the architecture of a primal desire, the smoke that remains from the subterranean fire. place. The pressure is perfect, the world is a blur as the deepest parts of our spirit conquer.
The city lights look like embers from this height as we dissolve into the velvet of the night. A heavy silence dripping from the chandelier while the rest of the world begins to disappear. The subwoofer breathing like a storm in the chest, putting every racing thought to a final rest. I feel the vibration climbing up through the floor, a deep invitation to an unopened door. I'm standing at the edge where the glass meets the sky, watching the ordinary moments pass us by. A slow motion capture of a royal intent in a life where every shadow is heaven sent. There's a provocation in the way that we rise, reflected in the darkness of your obsidian eyes. The frequency ripples like a pulse in the air, stripping away every layer that we wear. It's a deep obsession, a high altitude peak, finding the answers that the lonely ones seek. I'm tracing the horizon with a cold, steady hand in a kingdom that only the two of us plan. A secret that the highest towers will keep. I'm the architect of this final ascent, where every breath is a beautiful event. It's the final ascent, the ultimate glow, leaving the weight of the valley below. Let the vibration be our only guide on this heavy and dark and magnificent ride, drowning in the sublow, infinite height, in the middle of this velvet and diamond night. Slow and heavy, thick and divine, everything below us is yours and is mine. The panthers are leaning against the cold glass, watching the clouds and the centuries pass, surrendering slowly to the magnetic high where the stars are the only source of the light. It's the architecture of a soaring desire, built on the bones of a subterranean fire. Every whisper is a step on the stair, filling the lungs with this expansive air, wrapped in a solo celestial embrace in this high altitude sacred place. The pressure is perfect, the bottom is gone as the velvet obsession carries us on.
in the final listen.
The locks are made of gold and the bars are of silk, in a room where the air is as heavy as milk. A penthouse prison with a view of the stars, watching the world and its invisible scars. The subwoofer hums like a secret machine, keeping the atmosphere dark and serene. I feel the vibration in the rings on my hand, the queen of a lonely and beautiful land. I'm pouring a drink that is darker than night, watching the city lights put up a fight. A slow motion capture of velvet design, knowing that everything here is mine. There's a provocation in the way you remain, caught in the links of a heavy gold chain. Frequency ripples like a shadow on stone, making us feel like we're never alone. It's a deep obsession, a high-rise retreat, where the cold luxury and the warm-bodied me. I'm tracing the patterns on the ceiling above, in a room that's too heavy for anything but love. The bass is a predator, patient and still, obeying the laws of a sovereign will. I'm the keeper of keys that you never will find, lost in the velvet maze of the mind. It's a gilded cage, a dark paradise, a beautiful world with a heavy price. Let the vibration be the only wall before the morning and the final fall. Drowning in the sublow, heavy and gold, a story of power that's never been told. Slow and heavy, thick and refined, leaving the rest of the world behind it. The panthers are guarding the edge of the dream, while the wine flows down like a crimson stream, surrendering slowly to the weight of the floor, asking the shadows for a little bit more. It's the architecture of a gilded desire, the smoke that rises from a diamond fire. Every whisper is a bar in the gate, sealing the deal with a beautiful fate. Wrapped in a subglow, cold and embrace in this high altitude, sacred place. The pressure is perfect, the exit is gone as the velvet obsession carries a song. Keep it deep, so sleep it heavier. Stay away. The cage remains, fire remains, foul vibration, pure attraction, the gilded cage. pulse like a liquid flame, changing the face and the sound of your name. It's a deep obsession, a mystical heart beating inside of a heavy metal heart. I'm tracing the symbols on your porcelain skin, letting the transmutation finally begin. The bass is a catalyst, heavy and deep, waking the hunger that was meant to sleep. I'm the alchemist of the sub-low sound, where the most precious of secrets are found. It's the velvet alchemist, a dark transformation, the final result of a long contemplation. Let the vibration be the element we crave in a world that is silent and beautiful and brave, drowning in the sub-low, thick and refined, leaving the dross of the world far behind. Slow and heavy, ancient and rare, a scent of eternity filling the air. The panthers are watching the crucible glow, while the secrets of nature begin to show. Surrendering slowly to the magnetic heat, as the high-rise and the underworld finally meet. It's the architecture of a sacred desire, the smoke that remains from a diamond fire. Every whisper is a spark in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent mark. Wrapped in a sub-low chemical embrace, in this high altitude sacred place. The pressure is perfect, the surface is gone, as the velvet obsession carries us on. Change me, range me, deep soul, rearrange me, high, pure shore, where the gold remains. Change me, high, deep soul, rearrange me, high, pure shore, where the gold remains. In the velvet veins, final vibration, pure attraction, the velvet alchemist. The clock is stopped, but the walls still hum. I'm waiting for the heavy truth to come. A ghost of a touch on a velvet sleeve, in a world that we never wanna leave. The subwoofer breathes like a giant asleep, a promise that we are intended to keep. I feel the floor tremble beneath my feet, where the dark and the luxury finally meet. I'm pouring the silence into the room, watching the shadows begin to bloom. A slow motion riot inside of my chest, putting the ghosts of the daylight to rest. You're looking for exits that don't exist, wrapped in a heavy and violet mist. The frequency pulls at the edge of your mind, leaving the rest of the world far behind. It's a provocation, a deep-seated pull, until every corner of space is full. I'm tracing the lines of the architect's hand, in a language only the heart can withstand. The base is a river, eternal and wide, with nowhere for you and your secrets to hide. I'm caught in the ripple of what used to be, surrendering all of my spirit
the centuries pass, but the weight of the bass is the only law, closing around us like a velvet jaw, surrendering slowly to the weeds too tight, with the heavy obsession as our only guide. It's the resonance of a secret desire, the smoke that remains from a holy fire. Every whisper is a spark in the dark, leaving a deep and a permanent mark, wrapped in a sublow magnetic embrace, in this final and beautiful silent place. Endless, breathless, deep soul, deathless, higher fire. The echo remains in the velvet veins, final vibration